How's it going, guys? It's Brad C at a WWE Smackdown review from October 9th, episode 999. Yep, next week, Smackdown 1000. Don't worry, I'll tell you all what are the few things that are going to happen on Smackdown 1000 at the end of this review. But yeah. Cause starting off Smackdown, we have a Smackdown Women's title match to start the show. Becky Lynch defends against Charlotte Flair at Super Showdown. Becky Lynch, where Charlotte Flair would beat Becky by disqualification, but Becky would retain the title, since the title does not change hands by disqualification or countout. But in this title match, there's a stipulation added, where if Becky Lynch is disqualified, she will lose the title. So now one of Becky's championship advantages is gone. So this match overall, it was pretty meh. It was pretty mediocre at best. At one point in the match, Becky tried to get counted out to retain her title, so we have the heel champion attempts to get counted out to retain her title cliche. But Charlotte would have none of that. Becky would also try and hit Charlotte with the title belt, but would fail. Becky, did you forget that if you got disqualified, you would lose the title? Like, Jesus, WWE making Becky look like a goddamn idiot. But match ending, the match would spill outside the ring. Becky and Charlotte would hit Beck exploders respectively outside the ring, which were good. And they both hit some suplexes outside the ring, which were also good. But during that entire sequence, the ref would continue to count. And both Becky and Charlotte would get counted out, forcing a double count out. So this match was going to end in a draw regardless. We were not going to have a clear winner. So then after the match, both Becky and Charlotte would continue to brawl for post-match assault. The action would head towards the stage. And then this ends with Charlotte spearing Becky through the LED board on the stage, which looked really good. So yeah, for a mediocre match, Charlotte really made up for it by spearing Becky through the board. A really good hardcore moment, a good holy shit moment. So yeah, so far, not a bad start. It seems SmackDown has watched my Raw review yesterday. And now they're saying Raw's catching up with us. Well, we're making gains. So SmackDown is responding to Raw supposedly catching up to them. But yeah, continuing on. Next up, we get a one-on-one match, which would be a WWE World Cup qualifying match. This qualifier will consist of Jeff Hardy versus Samoa Joe. So we have the SmackDown qualifying matches to find out which 4 competitors from SmackDown will compete in the World Cup. So Jeff Hardy, Samoa Joe. Match was actually pretty good. Back and forth match. Match ending. Most of the match, Jeff would attack Joe's bad knee. Since AJ tweaked Joe's knee at Super Showdown. By the way, AJ retained clean. So yeah, AJ retains fair and square. So then during that knee attack, the ref would then deem Joe unable to continue, calling for the bell, and awarding Jeff Hardy to win via ref stoppage. So Jeff Hardy was going to win this match regardless. So a pretty good match, but a pretty shitty ending. But yeah, Jeff Hardy qualifies for the World Cup. But yeah. So yeah, continuing on. Next up, we get a Miz TV segment. And Miz's guests were Daniel Bryan and WWE Champion AJ Styles. So then, of course, Daniel razzed the Miz about his 2-minute and change victory at Super Showdown. Yes, Daniel beat Miz at Super Showdown. So Daniel will challenge AJ Styles for the WWE Championship at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. So then, of course, during this, Miz, of course, trying to twist Daniel and AJ's words. So Miz is trying to twist the truth to spin the truth to fit his narrative. And trying to stir the pot because that's what Miz is good at. Because Miz knows how to keep stirring the pot, stirring the pot, stirring the pot. Miz knows how to keep stirring the pot all the Monday morning. Yeah, I won't say never again. So then both Daniel and AJ would have a bit of an exchange. So both Daniel and AJ would claim they would walk out of Crown Jewel as WWE Champion. Both would have a couple exchange of words. Until Daniel and AJ both agree that punching Miz in the face is awesome. Of course, though, Miz would take none of that. So then Miz would then lambast Daniel and AJ. And then Miz says he'll challenge the winner of the Crown Jewel match to a title match in the future after Crown Jewel. So then Miz says then AJ should focus on tonight since AJ has to face Shelton Benjamin in an impromptu match. So after we get back from a commercial break, we get AJ Styles versus Shelton Benjamin with Miz and Daniel Bryan on cut guest commentary. Pretty good match back and forth. There was some good highlights. There's some good aerial moves. AJ's cat crusher was a good highlight in this match. Really did well in it. But match ending, AJ would hit the phenomenal forearm, and AJ gets the 3 count for the win. I've also heard some fans say how, AJ's title reign sucks. It's the same feud every week, every time. And everyone's saying AJ sucks as a champion. What? It's not AJ's fault that WWE doesn't take him serious. AJ tries to be good in the ring with what he got. If you're going to point the finger at anybody, you should point the finger at Vince and WWE's creative team for making AJ's reign look like absolute shit. I've even heard some fans say that Jobber Mahal's WWE title reign is better than AJ's current WWE title reign. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Jinder Mahal's title reign was fucking garbage. Every single match Jinder Mahal had in his title reign was the same match. It was simple. Jinder Mahal dominates. Babyface comes back. Same Brothers interfere. Babyface takes out Same Brothers. Jinder Mahal takes advantage of distracted Babyface to retain title. End of story. Plus, Jinder Mahal didn't deserve to be WWE champion because, he can't wrestle. There's a reason why he has been a jobber for 5 years and why Jobber Mahal is now a jobber again. Come on, he even had a winning percentage below 20%. How does having a career winning percentage under 20%? Yeah, Jobber Mahal has won 20% of his career matches in WWE. How does that qualify you to become WWE champion? The only reason Jinder Mahal became champion is because Vince one day had an epiphany on the toilet and decided to give the title to Jobber Mahal. And the toilet is, unsurprisingly, where the reputation of this company has gone down. The toilet. So if you're going to blame anybody for AJ's title reign, you blame Vince and WWE's creative team. I honestly feel Vince is doing this on purpose because we're all choosing AJ over Roman Reigns as our favorite world champion. AJ's a better world champion than Roman Reigns ever will be. Let's get that one out of the way and get that straight. But yeah, Vince, if you're trying to make us turn on AJ so we go to Roman Reigns, you're not fooling anybody, Vince. I take AJ over Roman Reigns' bitch ass any day of the week. But yeah, that's a rant for another day. So continuing on, next up, we get Aiden English comes out. So then Aiden teases that he's going to reveal the rest of the tape known as One Night in Milwaukee. Hold on a second, I just got word. The rest of One Night in Milwaukee just got leaked to Pornhub. I'm just kidding with you, as I was joking there. No, it didn't. It didn't. I was just joking, just seeing if you would actually think that. So I had to have a little fun, that's all. Don't need to get offended, I was just having fun. It was just a joke. It was a joke. Don't need to get offended. So then Aiden says he will Aiden then decides to stall. He says he will destroy the footage if Rusev leaves Lana and reunites with him. And then Aiden says that Rusev can't have Rusev Day without him. Bullshit, Rusev can have Rusev Day whatever he wants. So then Rusev and Lana come out, and then Rusev says he wants to see the rest of the video. So then Aiden English kept stalling until Lana says that if Aiden won't show the tape, she would. So then Aiden mocks Lana, and then Aiden says that would be impossible to do. And then Lana says that she hacked him easily and got the tape. since Aiden's password is I Heart Rusev. Whoa, 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 whoa. Aiden. You don't need to come out of the closet so soon, man. If you have a thing for Rusev, just say it already. But man, Rusev's married. Sorry, man, Rusev's married. He's married to Lana. He already has a ring. So then Lana reveals the tape. And then Lana says she wants... Of course, last time on the tape, we found out that Lana says she wants you. She wants Aiden. So then Lana says she wants Aiden to know how much his efforts meant to her and Rusev in that tape. That was all that said was a tape, so it really wasn't that bad. Okay, so the rest of that tape wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Alrighty then. Alright, just need to get my head straight again. So then after that, Aiden, who was already exposed. So then Aiden says that Lana can have an Aiden night if she gets tired of Rusev days. Sorry, Aiden, I'm gonna have to pass on that. I don't think I will ever get tired of celebrating Rusev Day anytime soon. Because Rusev Day is the greatest holiday in the world. So then this segment ends with Rusev going after Aiden English, getting a couple licks in the ring, and then chasing Aiden backstage. So yeah, before we get to our main event, I'll tell you a couple things that's going to happen next week on SmackDown 1000. So next week, we will have the return of Evolution. Triple H, Ric Flair, Randy Orton. Wait, if we're having a reuniting of Evolution, that means Batista is coming back. I never thought this day would come after WWE fucked Batista over massively in 2014 in that shitty-ass run. Mainly that run was meant so Batista can promote Guardians of the Galaxy 1. I am so proud. Oh. I always wanted Batista to come back. If I could, I would have Batista father my children after how great his acting was in Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 and Infinity War. Let's be real. Batista is a way better actor than John Cena ever will be. That could have been you, John Cena, if you actually knew how to not be a fake phony fuck. And speaking of John Cena, next week on SmackDown, we will also have the return of Fuckboy Buckethead, the shit factor of professional wrestling himself, fucking Super Cena, and some more legends. That is all next week on SmackDown 1000. But yeah, anyway, let's get to our main event. So our main event is another WWE World Cup qualifying match. This matchup consists of Randy Orton versus The Big Show. Holy shit, The Big Show's actually in a one-on-one match for a change. I thought Big Show's contract expired back in February some shit? Unless he signed a Legends contract. But hey, Big Show, welcome back. Of course, as most of you don't know, I did meet Big Show back in June at Niagara Falls Comic Con. I got him to sign my World Heavyweight title belt replica over on the far wall over there. He's a really nice guy. He's a nice guy, man. I recommend you try and meet him, folks, if you can. So overall, this match, it was pretty good. A couple highlights. Randy's drop kick was good. Big Show's slams, his big boots was good. Big Show's choke slam was good. The match ending, Randy would evade the KO punch. Randy would then poke Big Show in the eyes when the ref isn't looking. And then Randy hits the RKO out of nowhere on Big Show. Randy Orton gets the 3 count for the win, and Randy Orton has now qualified for the WWE World Cup in Saudi Arabia, Crown Jewel. So half the field is set. So on our field we have Kurt Angle, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, and fucking Super Cena. We also find out that next week on SmackDown 1000, we will have the returning Rey Mysterio. Yes, you heard that correctly. Rey Mysterio is back in WWE full-time, baby. My brother is gonna be so happy, because Rey Mysterio is one of his favorite wrestlers all time. So Rey Mysterio is going one-on-one with United States Champion Shinsuke Nakamura in a dream match. The winner will qualify for the WWE World Cup representing SmackDown. To be perfectly honest, as controversial as this sounds, I want Nakamura to win. Because to end the SmackDown review, I'm going to have a little rant on the World Cup. Because if Rey Mysterio wins, it just makes the World Cup look bad because I want Nakamura to win so we have an actual international feel in the World Cup. Because it's not a World Cup if every competitor is a goddamn American. Like, look at it. John Cena, American. Randy Orton, American. Jeff Hardy, American. Kurt Angle, American hero. Like, how is it a World Cup when every competitor is a goddamn American? Like, if you want to make it a World Cup, you gotta give it an international feel. Like, you gotta have Americans in it. You gotta have Canadians in it. You gotta have Mexicans in it. You gotta have Japanese and Chinese wrestlers in it. Along with British and Russian and Swiss and Italian and so on and so on and so on and so on and so forth. Like, if it's just gonna be full of Americans, you may as well call it a WWE America Cup. Because that's what this thing is turning into quickly. It's the goddamn American Cup. So calling it the World Cup when it's full of Americans, it's just misleading advertising. Like, Jesus Christ, WWE should just adopt NASCAR's caution clock for their own fucking stupidity. Because once again, Vince, I say this again. Why is it that when it comes to Business 101, we the fans have to be your motherfucking babysitters? Like, why do you keep doing this to us, Vince? Why do you keep making me repeat myself over and over again? Why do you keep doing this to me, Vince? Like, come on, man, you're supposed to be fucking better than this. But yeah, don't worry. Don't worry, when the World Cup actually happens, I'll probably take a giant piss on it. But yeah, that's a SmackDown review. Overall, this episode was pretty meh. Well, you could call this pretty much technically a go-home show since it's the final SmackDown before SmackDown 1000. So, yeah, pretty meh. I think I'd say it's slightly better than Raw this week. Like, SmackDown has responded to Raw catching up. That's for sure. So this one, I'll say 5 out of 10, my final rating. So 5 out of 10, my final rating. But yeah, that's all I gotta say for the SmackDown review. Hope everyone's a great day, and yeah, peace out, and fuck John Cena.